I hope you guys have got the point that this has really been a life-changing experience for us, both technically and professionally. We believe that this is a really legit program, development program for the agency. As you've heard, we are really a very diverse group that came together and shared. We were able to go to the different centers and experience everything that they had there. We had tailored workshops. Our coach, Cindy and Kevin, really took our gaps and looked at those and see how we were progressing and tailored those experiences for us. When we went to the centers, we had agendas, but they were very gracious and adapting. We'd like to thank our mentors and the advocates at each centers, the center directors, and the center management and leadership at each center. They really embraced us when we went there. When we went to Langley, we had an awesome time, and Ralph Rowe and Don Schabel, they spent over an hour, with us, and they really, engaged with us, asked us questions, listened to us, and for that we thank you. Some of us got to shadow throughout this program at our details and at other places. And I'd like to thank Robert Lightfoot for his support of this program. I was able to shadow him, and he was very gracious and allowed me to go with him throughout the day. I was able to shadow, our center director at Goddard, and they just really opened up for each of us and was just really genuine, authentic, and allowed us to have the experience at all levels. And so for this experience, we really gained a better insight of NASA, and I hope that came across to you guys, because it just really opened our eyes, and for us to take this back to our home centers and to the system engineers is something that we are taking on a challenge of doing. I'd like to thank Kevin and Roger for putting this together. I know that Don and John Holliday and you guys and the advocates really went through the selection process and was very diligent, and we appreciate all of that you guys did of bringing together that selection process. It was very daunting for us, but we made it through, and you selected our details, and we didn't get to select those, but in the end, we will all tell you that we had the best detail. And through this experience, we were all very passionate and proud of our home centers and our centers that we did the detail at. And so it's just a bond that will never be broken. And we all have Cindy on our shoulder, our coach. On everything that we do, we're listening to her and saying, in this situation, with our leadership tools that we were given, how can we implement those? How can we, challenge other people? How can we, rally the troops to make the mission and do the mission that we need to do? So if my cohorts would join me. We all stand confidently here that we're prepared to take on our next challenge. And we invite you, as the NASA administrator, the chief engineer, deputy chief engineer, tech assistants, the center leaders, the advocates, to really just to challenge us and use us, either individually, calling us individually or collectively. We're ready to give back to NASA because we understand that this was a great commitment that NASA has done in this program, and you have supported us, and we greatly appreciate it. And we stand here ready to give back. Thank you.